The sudden death of Queen Elizabeth rocked the entire world and left many in a deep state of reflection about the life she lived. There's no doubt that her passing has also sparked questions. People from around the globe are wondering how the royal family reacted to the Queen's death, specifically Harry and Meghan, the Duke and Duchess of Sussex, and how is her life being honored. Make sure to watch till the end of the video to find out why The Crown, a Netflix drama based on the royal family, is proving to be controversial. First up, how have Harry and Meghan reacted to the Queen's death? One of the biggest questions people around the globe have asked is, how do Harry and Meghan cope with the Queen's death? It's no surprise that Harry and Meghan, the Duke and Duchess of Sussex, were under the spotlight at the same time of Queen Elizabeth's passing. Since they left the family in 2020, they have frequently been in the eye of the media. Sources reported that it was the first time Harry had been in a room with his entire family since the departure from the royal family in 2020. Although Harry left the royal family, he remained close to his grandmother. Harry and the Queen kept up to date via video calls, and the Queen was in contact with Harry's children. However, Prince Harry didn't even hear about the Queen's passing from his family. Instead, he found out by reading about it online, which is why he arrived hours after the Queen had passed away. Meghan got candid about how she's dealt with the Queen's passing in a tell-all interview with Verity, stating that the Queen was a shining example of what female leadership looks like, and that she feels fortunate to have known her. She also claimed that Prince Harry was looking to the bright side, and that he remarked, now she's reunited with her husband. Maybe remaining optimistic is Harry's way of dealing with his beloved grandmother's passing. People are also wondering, will the Queen's death mend Harry's relationship with the royal family? Sometimes it takes a tragedy to bring people together. Could the same be true for the royal family? There was much criticism when the media announced that Prince Harry had arrived at Balmoral alone. People took to social media to express that they felt he was being discluded. To everyone's surprise, Prince William invited Harry and Meghan to join him and his wife, Kate Middleton, in greeting mourners after King Charles' speech. In his formal address, King Charles lovingly mentioned Harry and Meghan, stating that he wished them well as they continued to build their lives in the States. A friend of the Sussexes, named Gail King, expressed that there were efforts on both sides to make things right. It seems that the royal family, despite the tension and disagreements, remains cordial. The question begs to be asked though, will the royal family draw closer or draw apart? Will the death of Queen Elizabeth remind them that their bond is more important than their differences? Hopefully, it does. The family reuniting is definitely what Queen Elizabeth would have wanted. Now, it's time to get into those burning questions we need answered about how culture is shifting on a larger scale since the Queen's death. Are you curious how the Queen's legacy is being honored? Why The Crown is so controversial? How is the royal family dealing with the Queen's passing? Keep watching, because we'll dive deep into these questions and give you the answers you won't find anywhere else. Another popular question is, how are the Queen's life and legacy being honored after her death? The Queen's life is being honored in various ways around the globe, in ways that will embed her memory into culture forever. After all, she was England's longest reigning monarch. Tidal Wave Comics is releasing a new comic book about the monarch and her life. This comic is part of the publisher's tribute series and is 30 pages long. The Queen's memory is also being honored in other ways. The Tree of Trees, a 69-foot plant made up of 350 saplings, will be distributed to chosen recipients around the UK. The saplings were planted outside Buckingham Palace to mark the Queen's 7 decades to the throne. The Government of Canada also held a national ceremony in September in honor of the Queen. The Queen has also been honored while she was alive, most notably in shows, TV films, and series such as the Oscar-winning film The Queen and the Emmy-winning Netflix series The Crown. President Biden stated that the Queen was more than a monarch and that she defined an era. Hopefully, as time passes, we'll see more TV shows, series, and books exploring and commemorating the Queen's incredible life. So why is the Netflix show The Crown proving to be controversial? The Crown is a drama series based on historical facts about the royal family. A show once widely enjoyed and held in positive regard is now being slammed, and calls to boycott the show are growing louder. What changed? After the Queen's death, showrunner Pete Morgan shut down production as a sign of respect to Her Majesty. Filming quickly renewed after 2 days, and Season 5 was announced to be released on November 9th. However, fans of the show are not as enthusiastic as one would hope. Concerns include the fact that the show is no longer based on real events and is crossing into a fantasy world. Some specific storylines the fans are not taking kindly to are Princess Diana's death and Prince Philip's pursuit of an affair. Crew members working on the show are also pushing back against some of the ideas that are being tabled to be filmed. Overall, it seems that no one is happy with how the royal family is portrayed in The Crown. Oscar-winning actress Dame Judi Dench has called the show crude and cruel. The outrage has grown so loud that Netflix is delaying a documentary on Harry and Meghan that was set to run back-to-back with The Crown. Finally, what's next for the royal family? The Queen's death marked a significant historical moment and shocked people everywhere, with the royal family being hit the hardest. So, what's next as they move forward? Prince Harry and Meghan are back in California, taking care of their 2 children, Archie and Lilibet. They also have an upcoming documentary about their life in California, which is set to be released in 2023. Prince William has been appointed Prince of Wales, next in line for the throne. He is expected to take over his father's previous duties while working on charities with Kate. William and Kate have focused on key areas such as the environment, mental health, and child development in the past years. King Charles III's coronation planning has begun, and the event is likely not to be held before spring 2023 because of the amount of planning that goes into it. King Charles and Queen Consort Camilla are expected to make Buckingham Palace their residence. As difficult as it is, life for the royal family must go on. They are expected to continue to attend events and perform their normal duties. Although the royal family is continuing their roles, there are some questions that the public is left wondering about. Will the royal family hold the same significance in the coming years? Will they continue to adapt to the modern world and change their ways? Or will they become a thing of the past? These are questions that only time can answer. And there you have it, everything you need to know about the lives of the royal family after the passing of Her Majesty. Make sure to let us know your thoughts down below. What do you think is next for the royal family? Will Prince Harry and Meghan draw closer to the rest of their family? Will the royal family be less important to the public than it was when the Queen was alive? Thanks for watching. See you next time.